Hello, everyone, and welcome back to day 31 of the Bones Daily Diary series. It's a pleasure to have you guys here today. I guess I'm just going to be talking a little bit on more low baritone, I suppose, and that's the best way to approach it. A little tired, but nothing too egregious, to say the least. Today was more of a very light day. My boss was a little bit unwell, so he didn't come into work today, and one of my coworkers had to call off. So it was just me and one of my other coworkers. We had a very light day today. Really can't complain. Really can't complain on that aspect. So it's chill. It's chill. Tomorrow, I think, is the day where we're going to have to kind of kick it up a notch, and then Wednesday and Thursday, for a fact, I know we're going to have to kick it up a notch, so that's without question. When it comes to, I guess, new updates, trying to get more interviews for another position and everything, so we'll see how that goes. I got a call back on Friday to see if anything happens with that or not. At the same time, I got a notice from the other position. One of the managers were saying that they're going to be finishing their round of interviews by the end of this week, so if I'm selected, then I'll get an email by the end of the week. That's a start. That's another start too. The big thing for tomorrow is that I have my interview for my current position that I'm currently at, but it's just like a tier above. I have that interview tomorrow, so we'll just see how that pans out. Hopefully good, but we just have to, wait and see and be exceedingly patient. But, that's just it, of course, no problem with that. I'm not gonna lie, otherwise it's going okay, it's going all right. I can't really complain, fairly calm day. So I guess because that it's just the calm day, that it's just kind of a little bit more all right. Tired, but not super overwhelmingly tired. I know tomorrow, boss is gonna come into the picture and he's gonna be like all amped up, well rested. He's gonna like go full force into this thing, and it's like, man, good for you, but I do not have the patience to deal with this, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see about that. Otherwise, not too bad. In terms of, I guess, other news, I don't think there is really anything going on for the most part. I guess on more personal news, I'm trying to, eventually get my windows replaced, because my windows are cracked for this house that I'm in and everything. They're a little cracked here and there, a little worn out. I'm trying to get those replaced, so we'll see whether that happens or not. Still talking to other people that gives quotes and estimates, because it's a big job, so we're going to see how that pans out, but that's in development sort of progress. Classes wise, I guess, for going back to school and everything, that's still set for January, so I'm going to wait till then. Just trying to get all my other paperwork in order, trying to be responsible and ahead of time, but responsibility sure do keeps you waiting, that's for sure. But that's okay, I suppose. That's okay. Nothing else is really kind of happening right now. I was kind of looking into other stuff here and there, but it's just okay. That's, again, as I was saying, I guess in my last video, it's like when things are just okay, you don't really have much to talk about, because it's just okay. Like nothing else is happening, nothing crazy, nothing chaotic. It's good. I guess when something truly hits the fan, that's when it's just more, I guess, interesting because, if it's tolerable, then it's interesting. If it's just really annoying, then it becomes insufferable, but as of right now, it's okay, and I think that's a just, I guess, pleasant encounter to say the least. But what can you do? I guess, we won't really know about what happens till tomorrow, because again, tomorrow's when I have my interview and everything, so we'll just have to see. I don't even know what questions they'll ask, because that's the thing with, interviews nowadays. Like, you'd think you have a set of basis questions to ask and everything, and, some of them do have kind of like base level questions where you can ask and, you're all good to go, but then they kind of hit you with like a hypothetical, or they kind of, twist a question here and there, so you kind of have to answer in a very particular manner, otherwise it's going to make you look bad and all that stuff, But I guess that's okay. It's just more so not really ideal because, again, you're just kind of stuck there a little bit, but that's okay, I suppose. Nah, nah. I mean, what can you do? What really can you do? Honestly, again, I know these couple videos have been super really. I mean, not super really, but like just have in general been super short. Uh, I apologize for I guess it's short duration or watch time or whatever. Truly my fault on that. But again, just kind of letting it ride, letting things just pan out, I suppose. So we'll see how that comes about and all that. Um, but again, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching in as always. I appreciate you. Truly I do. So it's always a delight having you guys here and being a part of this journey, whether it be boring or heavily amusing at times. But no, thank you guys. Really, thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening.